We have had some really nice sunny days, but things are changing tomorrow. More clouds are moving in. We'll see a few showers. Highs will still be in the mid 80s for now, but upper 70s are on the way. I'll have all those details coming up.
So now at 10, folks in Aiken voicing your concerns to the city council tonight about a big project downtown. We'll take you there. Plus, yet another round of COVID cases in the two-state, a local expert with what you need to know. And more money coming to keep you cyber safe. Your news at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
And a good Monday evening to you, everybody. Good to see you again. I'm John Hart. Let's get started, shall we? Augusta University getting big money to help fund a cybersecurity project, a $1 million grant from the National Science Foundation meant to grow the cybersecurity workforce. Hannah Latier explains how that big bucks benefit you.
The project is in phase 1 right now, gathering local institutions, businesses, nonprofits, and government agencies, and doing research on how to expand cybersecurity jobs in the area.
Among all proposals funded by the National Science Foundation nationwide, ours is the only one that has the focus on cybersecurity. And I think this puts us in a very competitive position moving towards phase 2.
In the next year or two, project leaders will work on developing the proposal for phase 2, which could give them more grant money and allow them to apply the research.
Nationally, there are 750,000 unfilled jobs in cybersecurity. If you look at all universities, all community colleges, all degree colleges, or graduate schools, nationally, we graduate no more than 75,000 new professionals.
With the growth of technology, we need more workers in this field to combat cyber crimes.
It is kind of a paradox. You know, we have invented networked systems and networks to make our jobs easier and to make communication easier, but at the same time, we open the doors to nefarious actors who abuse these technologies.
Ultimately, they hope the project increases employment in the area and bridges the gap of cybersecurity jobs.
We hope that the greater Augusta region will be a national capital, if you will, in cybersecurity.
Yeah, they're still looking for local businesses or agencies to get involved with that program. We have all that info for you at WJBF.com. In the meantime, we'll turn it over to Jenna Petracci, and it feels, well, the calendar says fall, but the temperatures said otherwise today, Jenna.
That's right, John. In fact, today was our first day with above average temperatures. We've been below average for the last 2 weeks now, so we finally made it back into the upper 80s. That's due to the nice sunshine we had today and the nice calm winds. Right now, it's looking good outside. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. Skies are mostly clear. I'm seeing some stars outside. Roads are dry. We had no rainfall today. High temperature of 88 degrees, but notice our low temperature was actually well below average at 54. That's because the skies have been clear, so that means it'll be cooler overnight, but also warmer during the day. That sun helps heat us up for sure. Right now, though, we're a little bit warmer, seeing those mid-60s and even some low 70s, right at 70 degrees in Allendale and Barnwell, 68 in Millen, Sylvania at 67. That's because we do have a little bit more moisture and more cloud cover moving in, which will keep us a little bit warmer tonight, more so in those low 60s. So that's what we'll expect when headed out the door tomorrow morning. You can see the clouds coming in on satellite and radar headed in from the west. We have a stationary boundary across the area with more showers and storms down in Florida and out towards the west of us, but all of the two-state nice and dry for now with a decent amount of dry air anywhere from, say, Aiken over into Crawfordville. Dew points are anywhere from 55 in Edgefield to those low 60s, but there is a lot more moisture on the other side of that frontal boundary. Dew points in the upper 60s through low 70s, so a little bit muggy tonight for some of us. Winds coming in from the southeast, pretty calm at this time, but 6 miles per hour down in Millen. So I am tracking some changes to the forecast over the next few days. We're going to continue to see more cloud cover move in, along with a 40% chance of rain tomorrow and a few showers possible Wednesday and Thursday. And notice the high temperatures are dropping. So 86 tomorrow. tomorrow, but then those upper 70s throughout the middle of the week. So still a little bit warm tomorrow, upper 70s coming soon with the cloudy days and a few showers around. So coming up, I'll have a look at your full forecast, but back to you, John.
Jenna, thanks. This is a cool story. Like father, like son, Midland Valley High School's football team's already made history. If you haven't been keeping up, they've won their first 6 games of the season, first time they've ever done that. One Mustang added another chapter by continuing a family tradition. Junior kicker Peyton Waters is a 3-year starter for the Mustangs. Scored 11 points in last Friday's game against Swansea. School record, or ties the school record, I should say, for the most points by a kicker in a game, which was set by his father 25 years ago. He tells us great achievement, but it's all thanks to his #1 fan.
My dad, I've always looked up to him as a coach and everything, and he's always helped me get to where I am now. And he's always been my biggest fan, biggest supporter. So it's great to tie him, but love to beat him one day.
Yeah, he's going to try to make it 7-0 this Friday night. Peyton has one more season the rest of this year with the Mustangs. Says he'd love, though, to continue playing at the college level. Another slight increase of COVID cases in the CSRA. We've been down this road how many times now? At this point, the CDC tracks hospital admissions and deaths as opposed to counting every case. In Georgia and South Carolina, those COVID numbers sort of started going up back in July. So we took those numbers to Dr. Roger MacArthur. He's at MCG. Told us hospitalizations are highest in the Savannah area right now. Here at home, you just need to figure out what your exposure might be.
I don't know if I call it a comeback just yet. Activity is still minimal to moderate depending on where you are in Georgia. We're seeing some spikes, but it never really went away. The concern is back. Part of the concern is that we have a vaccine that's about to be released, or it's certainly been approved.
Dr. MacArthur, paraphrasing LL Cool J, says what we are seeing now is Omicron variants where people are getting a sore throat and a mild fever for a few days if you get infected. If you want to get a test, you can still get a free one at covid.gov/test. Aiken residents, those of you out there giving your at 6 in the morning. Still ahead, Jenna has those changes she was talking about in the forecast, and they may be rivals on the field, but South Carolina universities are working together to fight Alzheimer's, why experts say this could be a game changer for patients.
From adolescents to adults today to book an appointment.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
I hope you enjoyed your Monday. It sure was beautiful outside. Lots of sunshine, nice and warm in the upper 80s. Now it's a nice clear night, keeping it dry. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Doctor's Hospital. Sitting at a temperature of 65 degrees, very, very comfortable. Dew point of 64, so a little bit of moisture around, but still not too humid. So we're seeing all mid-60s through low 70s, a little bit warmer from Sparta down to Wrightsville, 67 now in Aiken and Edgefield. We have a stationary front across our area, some drier air to the north, a little bit more moisture towards the south with showers and storms well out of our area, but we will see the chance of some showers tomorrow. We have a wedge setup taking place. That's when we have high pressure to the north. That drives in a northeast wind, bringing in the cooler air, but we do still have that southerly flow to our south as well, meaning we have the moisture. So what does that lead to? Some clouds and some showers along with the cooler temperatures. So giving it a 40% chance of rain tomorrow, 30 to 20 Wednesday and Thursday. So not going to be a washout for any of these days, but it will be pretty cloudy, and the clouds and rain along with that wedge setup will help limit our temperatures. So notice tomorrow we'll be right on track with average at 86. That's due to not a whole lot of rain and clouds for the first half of the day, but then by Wednesday and Thursday, we will be in those upper 70s, so nearly 10 degrees below average, and then we'll warm up a bit to finish off the week. So tomorrow looks like this. We'll start out in those upper 60s, climbing into the low 80s throughout the day, some spots into the mid 80s. And notice we have this backdoor cold front coming through. The northeast wind will be coming in behind it, and then we'll have the chance of some showers and a few thunderstorms tomorrow. Pretty cloudy conditions still all throughout Wednesday and Thursday, but the chance of rain going down each day. So here's a closer look at home tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover at this point. Most of the shower activity will be to the south of Augusta, say anywhere from Burke County down towards Screven, Emmanuel County, but then around 7 o'clock, We'll have some showers and storms form around I-20 across the metro into Aiken County. This continues until around midnight, and then we'll see more showers possible on Wednesday. Now, switching gears to the tropics, we have Tropical Storm Philippe. This is a very weak storm, but we do have another area of potential development, which could likely become our next named system, which will be Rena. So now a 90% chance of development there. But here's a look at Philippe. Winds are now at just 45 miles per hour, and it's going to stay that way over the next few days as it stays out in the open Atlantic and then eventually will dissipate. So good news is that there's no immediate threats to the United States or the CSRA. So our lows tonight will be in the low to mid 60s, highs tomorrow in the mid 80s, a warm day. Your 10-day forecast looks pretty good with the exception of the next few days. We'll have the clouds, the chance of rain, but then the rest of the week looks fantastic. Lots of sunshine and some comfortable temperatures in the low 80s.
Speak for yourself. I like the clouds and the chance of rain and the cold weather coming, and I'm a fan of all of it.
Yeah, that's because you like the upper 70s, but
give me upper 60s, 50s at night. Open that window, man. We're good to go.
yeah, I know. Well, it's coming soon. It's been cool all month long. Doesn't look like we'll have any major heat anytime soon.
Gonna hold you to that. South Carolina's top researchers are joining forces in the fight against Alzheimer's.
And you've seen it everywhere. Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game, supporter. New man, Travis Kelce, who had a big day. The Chiefs win. It's taken the internet by storm, and it even made its way into the Georgia Bulldogs press conference with their tight end, Brock Bowers.
This is easily the dumbest question I've ever asked, but Travis Kelce is now, I guess, dating Taylor Swift. I don't know if you've seen that. I'm sure you got an ESPN alert about it. As a fellow tight end, do you take this as a win? Are you proud that a tight end is dating the biggest pop star in the world?
It's kind of a win for the tight ends, I guess. I mean, it's getting a whole lot of media coverage. So yeah, I've seen it like everywhere. So yeah,
why not? I'm here for it. We will be right back.
On from Lionel Smith Limited.
And last but not least, a class ring, I know I've done this in a while, that had been missing for over 6 decades has finally been found.
It was the last year before Ferguson School merged into LDF school system. Some high school boys were playing football in the schoolyard on a Sunday afternoon.
On every Sunday afternoon, the guys played flag football or touch football, whatever it was called, and we girlfriends would come and sit and watch them. Well, actually, the ring was too small for him to wear on his finger, and so he wore it on a chain around his neck, and obviously the chain broke, and he lost the ring.
Darlitz went on with life and married her boyfriend, Chuck Finders. Fast forward, they now have 15 great-grandchildren.
Every time I would go by the schoolyard and see someone with a metal detector, I would pull over and talk to them and tell them the general area where we thought the ring was lost, and always hoped that they would find it, but over that period of time, 62 years, never found it.
However, as of just a few days ago, her long-lost class ring has been found.
My future husband lost it, and the real hero of the story is Trent Banks from LeGrand, who found it. I didn't do anything, but I'm happy to have it back.
And now?
Wow.
I never bought my high school ring.
Didn't either.
Because I was like, I'm going to go to college, and then I didn't buy that one either.
Me neither.
My mom did for me, but I think it was a waste of money. Very expensive, like $800.
We're all ringless except for Jen.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a few showers tomorrow. Temperatures are cooling down on Wednesday, upper 70s into Thursday as well, then a sunny rest of the week.
That was fun. I'll do it again in a half hour?
Sure. Right
Maybe.
after Hogan's Heroes is next.
Good morning, America.
Game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Laura Johnson. Tonight we have another life-changing jackpot for you. It's worth an estimated $793.6 million. So get those tickets out. Let's play. That first number up is 50. Followed by the number 10. Tonight we're going to meet the Powerball 14, who won $50,000 playing Powerball. Now for the rest of those numbers, we've got 36, 22, rounding it out with the number 12. Your Powerball number tonight, good luck everyone, is 4, and your Power Play multiplier is 2.
It was a warm Monday with sunny skies, but things are changing tomorrow. We'll see more clouds moving in. It will still be warm, but then our temperatures are falling into the upper 70s Wednesday and Thursday, along with the chance of rain. I'll have all the details on that coming up.
And now on News Channel 6 at 11, big changes also coming. We will continue to follow that for you. In the meantime, Jenna Petracci back with us now. Jenna, we got to talk. Well, by we, I mean all of us need to talk to you because it is 70 degrees at 11 o'clock on the last week of September. That's July numbers. That's not okay.
That's right, but it was a little bit cooler last week. We had mid-50s this morning, so we had the cooler temperatures. Now it's starting to warm up. We had above average temperatures today in the afternoon, but things will be changing. Some of you definitely may like that, but in the meantime, here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in downtown Waynesboro. It's another dry night, no rain in the forecast. 88 degrees was our high today. Definitely more so summer-like, a couple degrees above our average of 86. But as I mentioned, we had low temperatures in the mid-50s, so definitely a chilly start to this Monday. Our average low is 62 degrees, and we'll be right around that when you head out the door tomorrow morning. Right now, those mid to upper 60s, 66 in Allendale, 68 in Barnwell, still 71 degrees in Sylvania, 64 here in Augusta, 68 in Waynesboro, and the upper 60s in Sparta. Notice we do have some clouds moving in from the west, a little bit of an increase in moisture in that cloud cover. That'll keep our temperatures a little bit warmer tonight. So we have a stationary front across our area. No rain across the two-state, though. Showers and storms down in Florida and over out towards the west in Alabama. Still some dry conditions in our northern counties with dew points in the upper 50s, but some higher dew points south of I-20 where it's feeling a bit more muggy tonight and definitely more summer-like. Winds are coming in out at 7 miles per hour in Waynesboro, 5 in Millen, so a little bit breezy for some of us. That's a southeast wind. And over the next few days, we will see some changes to the forecast. We're done with the sunshine, at least for now, and our temperatures will be cooling down. Notice only the mid-80s tomorrow, upper 70s, expected Wednesday and Thursday. So some nice changes if you like the more fall-like weather, but we will have the clouds and the chance of rain with it. And coming up, I'll have a look at your futurecast and everything you can expect, but back to you, John.
Jenna, thanks. Courtrooms in Richmond and increase employment in the area, specifically in cybersecurity jobs. Still ahead, big changes ahead in Jenna's forecast, and a local high school football player making history by continuing a family tradition. Stay with us.
Pop the champagne.
Of Newgrass, the bodacious Sam Bush returns to the Morris Museum's Budweiser True Music Southern Soul and Song Series on October 13th. Tickets start at $20. Buy them at the Imperial Theater. Man, I just love that Southern Soul and Song.
The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good evening. It was a beautiful Monday, lots of sunshine. The weekend was great, but we are going to see some changes starting tomorrow. That means more clouds are headed our way, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But in the meantime, mostly clear still tonight, looking dry outside on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Swainsboro. Sitting at a comfortable temperature of 64 degrees, dew point of 63. Winds are calm, visibility is perfect. And around the CSRA, we're seeing mostly those mid-60s. So 67 in Sparta and Crawfordville, 68 in Thompson, 70s still in Bamberg, though, a little bit warmer towards the south, 71 in Sylvania. And we have a stationary front draped across the area, but notice no rain across the two-state, just some showers and storms off the eastern coast of Florida and more rain out towards the west in Alabama and Mississippi. So we do have a wedge setup forming tomorrow. That's when high pressure is overhead. We have that front to our south, bringing in the southerly flow with some moisture, and that high brings in a northeast wind along with the cooler air. So all that combined leads to some cooler temperatures. Highs will be in the 70s. We'll have the clouds, and we'll also have the chance of some rain. But we're not expecting a washout for any of these days. Notice the chance of rain between 20 to 40%, and then the rest of the week looking fantastic. No rain to worry about over the weekend. Our temperatures are all over the place over the next couple of days. 85 still tomorrow, right around average, and then dropping into those upper 70s, so nearly 10 degrees around below our average, and then back into the low 80s over the weekend. So for tomorrow, starting out around 62 degrees, climbing to 84 by 3 o'clock. At that point, we'll see more clouds and the chance of rain. So here's a look at the future cast. Tomorrow morning, a little bit of sunshine here and there, then becoming completely cloudy by the late morning and afternoon. Most of the rain will be staying to the south of us where that front is located. But if it moves further towards the north, then that'll give us a better chance of rain. And notice there's the possibility of some showers and even a thunderstorm or two right along I-20 across Augusta, Aiken, around 7 to around 11 o'clock at night. And then we'll still see the chance of showers Wednesday and then once again on Thursday. Now let's switch gears to the tropics. We have two areas that we're watching. One of those is a tropical storm. That one's named Philippe, and then the other one is an area of potential development right across that storm at now a 90% chance. If this becomes named, it will be Rena. But the good news is that Philippe will not be affecting the United States or really any land at all. Notice it will actually be weakening pretty soon and just become a depression on Friday, eventually dissipating. Now our lows tonight will be in the low to mid 60s, right around average, and highs tomorrow, same situation, mid 80s. Another warm day, but some cooler temperatures are coming over the next couple of days. I know not cool enough for John, but we will be dropping to 78 on Wednesday and Thursday, then right back to the low 80s Friday into the weekend. Plenty of sunshine to look forward to starting on Friday.
And Philippe, not Philip.
Yeah, Philippe.
Philippe.
Yes.
It's fun to say.
It's another complicated one, just like Idalia.
Yeah, so yes, let's all forget about Idalia. Practice Philippe along with us at home if you don't mind. This is a cool story. Like father, like son, Midland Valley High School's football team has made history by winning its first 6 games of the season. And one Mustang added another chapter by continuing a family tradition. Junior kick.
My dad, I've always looked up to him as a coach and everything, and he's always helped me get to where I am now. And he's always been my biggest fan, biggest supporter. So it's great to tie him, but love to beat him one day.
So that's junior kicker Peyton Waters says he learned everything he knows from his dad, who actually set the record for most points by a kicker in a Midland Valley game 25 years ago. Peyton tied him last Friday night with 11 points in one game. So again, following the family footsteps, Peyton's got next year again with the Mustangs and says he wants to play college football after that. All right, still ahead. The auto worker strike has now become a political battle. Surprise, surprise. Both President Biden and former President Trump head to the picket line to win more voters. But first, your winning numbers.
Free and home estimate.
By VH1 named Macarena as the top hit. Over the years, other lists have included Baby Got Back, Ice Ice Baby, Who Let the Dogs Out, and Whip It. There are friends that sang the Macarena back in the day.
Jenna, are you familiar with all those songs?
I am, but I was going to say I've never heard of AHA ever in my life, so I agree that it's a one-hit wonder. I'm sorry.
This is a segment where John and I get to feel old.
How about Chumbawamba, Tub Thumping? Throw that one in there?
No idea.
All right, let's get
to the forecast. We got a 40% chance of rain tomorrow. A few more showers Wednesday and Thursday. High temperatures falling into the upper 70s. Plenty of sunshine again on Friday through the weekend.
What does the fox say?
Music lessons coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I've been told that many times before.
Ready? It's happening